mulatto. There we go. Hello, hello. Oh, can't scoop the chair. I'm gonna have to have glasses too. Yeah. Hey, Anne Marie. Hey, Linda. Let me get my glasses. I don't have my good glasses. I'm going to put these on. All right. Well, that's just what I'm going to have to do. Whew. Okay. So Anne Marie, I need your address. I know I had it before, but it's been a long time and I can't find any of that. I may have deleted all of those. Didn't really think that I was going to do memberships again, but anyway, at one time I think we had like 20 or 25 members, and I had a whole big list on my computer. Of course, that's all long gone. I've changed computers probably twice since then. Anyway, so I don't have addresses anymore. Linda Renner is the only one I got. So be sure you send me your address if you're a member of our channel so I can get you out that newsletter. All right. Good deal. So anyway, I feel like I've got a funny glare. So if I cut out, let me know. If you get any interference cutting out or anything, let me know, please, because I do have a grandchild here over on the couch who is, she's on her iPad. So if that interferes in any way, I'll need to have her get off of the iPad. Linda Chandler, I'm pretty sure I have yours on an envelope. You might send it just in case. I'm pretty sure I have the envelope you sent with door prizes for the picnic. And I'm pretty sure I kept that envelope. I don't see it right here. But you might send it just in case. So, hi, Linda Renner. I have your address. You're the only one. So anybody else that's a member, I need your address. Okay. Hi, Nancy, our treasured home. Miss Nancy. And let's see. So anyway, I'm going to do a newsletter. I'm going to start on it right away and build it up and get that out the 1st of September. Might get it out. Maybe I'll start getting them out a few days ahead so that you get it right on the 1st of the month. And that way you'll kind of know when to expect it. And I'll try to keep that regular. And also for members, there are new emojis. So I want somebody to try those out. Go down there to your emojis. And if you're a member, you should have some new emojis in the little emoji bar down there, emoji face down there. Click on that. And if you're a member, you should have some just different emojis than everybody else. So somebody try that out for me if you can. And let's see if that works. Yeah. Yes, Amory got it. Yep. We had the Blue Cup Club, the Rolling Eyes, the Patriot. I Don't Care Fiddle Player. Do y'all remember when you used to be like if you didn't care, you'd go, oh, let me play my little fiddle for you kind of thing. And then a laughing thing. Anyway. So I just thought that was something fun. I know that that's one of the options on memberships. So I may come up with some more or some better ones. I just popped some on there to give y'all something. And then, of course, before the live, you saw the member thing that I have. And I've got that to where I can add. And if it got too big, I would fix it a different way or something. I don't know how to do the roller one yet where it scrolls. I haven't figured that out, and I'm going to though. And then I done one before our last video. I had the names, but like I said, I don't know how to just have them scroll across there like some people do. So, but I like the way I done it. If I got very many, I'd have to do that different. Anyway, thank you for being a member. So I want to do something if you're a member, not just you're a member, you know. I want to do something back. So anyway, I really don't have a whole lot new to report on my health. I go to a rheumatologist October 11th, I think it is. That was the soonest they could get me in because, you know, they did pretty much diagnose me. And this is the second time. I have been kind of diagnosed before with rheumatoid arthritis, but at the time my doctor said, well, I think you have rheumatoid arthritis. I'm sending you to a rheumatologist. And she gave me a pain medicine. Well, I didn't go to the rheumatologist. I just took the pain medicine for a little while. And then I got off of it because I didn't want to be on something all the time. And I don't like being on something all the time. So I'd gotten off the pain medicine. Well, this time, and this is a different doctor, but still a female doctor. I like female doctors. Sorry, but I do. So this is a different doctor. She's at the same place. They just replaced the other doctor with a new female doctor. So she done pretty much the same thing and said, pretty sure you have rheumatoid arthritis. I'm like 98% sure you have rheumatoid arthritis. And they send you to rheumatologists. I kind of explained to her that before they'd put me on a pain medicine, and I didn't go to the rheumatologist, and they'd put me on a pain medicine, and I didn't take it very long. And I've told y'all this, if you were here before, the last time I talked about this. She said it's not just about the pain. Rheumatoid arthritis can cripple you up and cripple your hands and toe. And I really think I have a toe that's already crippled up from it, maybe. And this knuckle here, this knuckle right in here hurts so bad, and it's starting to be kind of swollen a lot. But she said, it can cripple you up. You need to be on something for the crippling, which I am looking into herbs for that. So we'll see if I can find something herbal or natural that could maybe do the same thing. I would go with that instead of some medicine they're going to put me on. I'm not going to go take infusions all the time. I'm not dealing with that. But she did tell me that she said they have a pill or you can get infusions. And I immediately, as soon as she said that, I said, I'm not getting a bunch of infusions all the time. I'm not doing that. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, and I haven't lost any more weight. I had lost the 19 pounds. I'm at the 19 pounds since May 1st on the diet that my doctor put me on, which is the low carb, high protein. So nothing else to report on that. Oh, my phone was beeping. I have to keep a check on it because I am supposed to be working. This is a work day, and as soon as I get off of this live, I have to, I've got to run out to the store first, and then I'm going to have to come back, get busy working, and get done. So I'm super glad you're doing memberships and newsletters again. Well, thank you. I enjoyed it, so I want to do it again. And anyway, let me look at I did make a list. Lee hates my listies, but I have to have a list, so I kind of keep in a line of something to talk about. So that's about all for my health, really. I don't have a lot to report on that. I have been doing pretty good on that and sticking with and drinking all my water. She wants me to drink lots of water, and I've been doing that. And drink a protein shake in the morning, and then kind of a brunch I'm going to call it, because about 10:30, 11 o'clock, I have something to eat. I try to have a, a protein mostly to eat, and it's kind of brunch time. It's. And then, but then I get kind of hungry about 2 or so. So then I have kind of a snack, usually a protein snack, and then supper. So, and I'm not really big on eating anything after supper. Supper's usually it. Um, I'm gonna turn this down at least. Well, no, I'm not. It's not gonna go down. Okay, sorry. My phone was interrupted. How are the kittens? Kittens are doing great. They are eating out of a bowl. Eating. I'm still giving them milk though. I give them milk in one bowl and a soft kitten food in another bowl, and they're doing good with that. Maud, which is the bigger one, the big gray one, Maud. Um, she she's doing great with it. She don't get it all over her even. She's bigger than the other one. They're the same age. I mean, they're the same litter, but she's just huge, bigger than anybody else. And she's doing great. And she don't when she eats, she's learned to eat and not Medea, the little black one, Medea, she gets all in it and gets it all over her. I have to wash her up good every time she eats. She just gets it all over her. Okay, I am going to turn this off. I'm putting that on silent because it's driving me nuts. Okay. It's okay. My phone does the same thing when I go live. Yep. She had a big daddy. Yeah, I guess. There is a big male. There is a big gray male cat out here running around. It's not even ours. He's a neighbor or something, but he's huge. He's huge. That's why when I saw her, I thought she was going to be a big old tomcat like him. And then I realized she is female, and I was like, really? That's crazy. And ended up naming them big old women names. Maud, y'all remember Maud? Let's see. Your phone is just barely being picked up by my phone. Okay, good. So I'm telling you, I would go get them and let y'all see them, but Maud's going to be clean. I'm not going to promise Medea's clean because I wiped her off this morning after she ate, but she gets it on her so bad that I have to really wash her, almost give her a bath every time. And if I don't give her a bath, her fur is still kind of, from it. So, and this morning I didn't give her a bath. I just washed her with a wash rag. So her fur is going to be kind of, still messed up. Sonny, will you go get the kittens for me? So one of my granddaughters is here. She homeschools, but her mom is had to go somewhere today and couldn't take her, so she's over here with me. Yeah. So that's Sunny. That's my granddaughter Sunny, my oldest daughter's little girl, and she homeschools. I think she's in like fourth grade homeschooling, and so she's gonna go get the kittens, and I'll show you. Maud will be clean. Medea ain't promising nothing. She's a mess. She just gets in it and gets it everywhere. Let's see. She's not too bad. So here's Maud. Oh, she's got your shirt. All right, there's Maud. That's Maud. This is Medea. Medea's solid black, so there we go. They're good kitties, and they're doing great. They're even they are using the litter box just fine. They're doing great. Okay. All right, you can't climb back to there. Let's get up here. I know. I'm bothering you. Here, come here and you can take them back. Let me just show them. Well, I'm getting out of the picture. There you go. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that. I can't show them too well. You can't see the video very well. Anyway, they're precious. They are precious, and they're doing really good. And I hate to have more cats in the house because y'all know I've got Smokey in the house, but I'm probably not going to be able to put them out. They're probably going to be house cats. All right, take them back. Oh, wait a minute. Maud's got my finger. Whew. All right. They're not going to be happy being put back without food or anything, but just put them back and shut the door. Anyway, yeah, their bellies are full, but I mean, I'm telling you, I have to really, every time you go in there, they're in my bathroom. And so I have another half bath, it's called, by my bed, like by my room. It's just got a toilet and a sink, a little sink, and my vanity for my makeup and brushes and all that stuff. I have a vanity in there. So it's my bathroom, I call it. But they're in the big bathroom. And rather than go wake them up, because every time they wake up, they want to eat, they run around crying and crying and crying. So instead of doing that, I go to my bathroom all the time when they're sleeping. So since we just woke them up, they'll be hollering. Anyway, they're sweet. My little Capone was the same way, messy and long haired. I think they're both going to be long haired. Yeah. So anyway, they're precious. Let's see. So moving on. Oh, since I'm glad it's all women in here, I think, and this is something this is a woman thing. So I don't think men do this at all. How many of you have a closet full of clothes, but you have favorites, and maybe one day you realize you're wearing the favorites over and over and over and over, and you've got this closet full of clothes that you never wear. And so I've had that before. I've done that before, and then I stopped and I said, okay, I'm not going to do laundry. I'm going to leave my laundry so that I'll wear some of that other stuff. And I've done that for about a week or so and wore other stuff. But I have caught myself doing it again. I have a closet full of clothes and I have a bunch of jeans, but I got these comfortable pants that are they're kind of, I guess, yoga pants, something like that. And I've got like 4 or 5 colors of these yoga pants, and I love them. So I've caught myself only wearing those over and over. And the same shirts. I've got certain shirts, and this is one of them that is just comfortable on me, and it's just plain and comfortable. And I kind of like plain. I dress up a little more for church on Sunday morning, but I need to go through all mine and get rid of. Yep, me too. Me too. That's the thing. I wear the same thing over and over. Now I lost a little weight, so some of mine are getting real big in the shoulders, and I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to bag them up. I hate to get rid of them completely because I might need them again, but hopefully not. But maybe my favorites I'll bag up. I have few favorite socks too. Well, I have these fuzzy, the fuzzy, not like you wear with shoes on, the fuzzy, big fuzzy socks. And I wear those all the time here in the house, sometimes even out, especially just going out to feed the animals and stuff. I'll just stick my big old clog shoes on with the fuzzy socks. But I love my fuzzy socks. I've probably got 20 pairs of them. But just in general clothes, like shirts, like this shirt, when I put it on, I thought, man, I probably wore that in the last video. That's what made me think of it. I thought, man, I probably wore that in the last video because I wear the same stuff over and over. And so I especially try not to do that for church. I do have some nicer clothes for church. And I do the same thing. I'm like, did I wear that last week? I better find something different. Oh, me. Anyway, Um, let's see. Holland and Lily, Hicks Rock Farm, Holland and Lily. Hello, folks. Today's door prize is a chicken. Oh, if you do that, not all women in here, but I do have favorite socks. I have favorite socks too. Yep, I read that. I have clothes that are too small in case I lose weight, and clothes that are too big in case I gain weight, and half a dozen outfits I wear all the time. Yeah, that's my thing. I've got probably, I've got, I don't know how many, 5 or 6 shirts that I love that are comfortable, and I just like a plain color, and I like blue for some reason. I've got a lot of blue shirts, but I just wear the same ones over and over. I like gray shirts too. Gray shirts and blue shirts is like I'm always grabbing those same ones. Anyway, I still have a 1989 ACDC concert T-shirt. I don't have any nice clothes anymore. I just have cleaner tees and pants for church. Yeah. Yeah, used to, because I grew up, my grandpa was a Southern Baptist preacher, and he was strict. He was a strict, old fashioned Southern Baptist preacher. And back then, growing up, and he believed women wore dresses to church, and that's it. That's it. And he had a lot of other things too that were like, we don't go by anymore, really. But so as I started getting in you know, not different churches, but just in the last, say, 10 years, it's more and more to where women wear pants to church. And it took me a little while. I'm kind of was like, oh, my grandpa would roll over in his grave if I wore pants to church. But I finally did, and when I did, it's like, forget it. And so that's all I wear now to church, hardly at all. Every once in a while, I might put on a dress, but I might as well get rid of all them because I usually have. But of course, same thing. I have my favorite pair of pants that I wear to church, and I probably wear them every other Sunday. They're khakis. They're khakis, so they go with everything. So, like any shirt I pick out, I'm like, I grab the khakis. So, anyway, it just cracks me up. I don't think about it for a while, and then when I do think about it, I'm like, oh, I got to wear something different. I got to stop. Um, I purposely not have a lot of clothes, so I do wear the same thing all the time. Yeah, I mean I really don't mind that. I just need to get rid of some of that other stuff, but I don't want to wear the same shirt on every video, and then I'm like, oh wait a minute, I wore that shirt last time, and the time before that, and the time before that, and it's time for a new shirt. You I'm probably the only woman who only owns 3 pair of shoes: boots, muck boots, and clogs. I have, and same thing. I need to get rid of some shoes. I've got shoes in my closet that I never wear. Really don't even like. Why do I still have them in my closet when I don't even like them or they hurt my feet? Got to get rid of them. I got to get rid of them. I need to do what's it called? A purging of my closet. Oh, church I grew up in, men wore bibbed overalls and all women wore dress. Both chewed tobacco. Oh, old country churches. Yeah, that's my kind of church. Yeah. Um, so yeah, our little church I go to now is way off out in the country, and it's a little old country church. And the women, most all the women wear pants, and the men wear blue jeans and just a nice shirt. Now the preacher, he does wear a suit most of the time, not every time, but most of the time he does wear a suit. Of course, he takes that jacket off quick. Anyway, so I'm gonna move on to herbs. I want to talk about my herb books a little bit because I have really been trying to study again. I know a couple of years ago I talked about doing a online course for herbal, be a herbalist type thing. Um, and I've also learned that, which I'd heard, but I knew, but when you go online and look at these herbal courses, and they're so expensive. And I have found out that it really doesn't matter. There's no such thing in America as people call themselves certified herbalist or master herbalist, but technically or legally, it's not really a thing in America. And some countries it is. In America, you can go online and take a little course, and they can print you out something that says certified herbalist, but it don't really necessarily mean anything. Just saying. I know some people don't like that, but that's just the truth from what I've learned and studied. But I still do want to take a course to know it better. But I have all these books, and I am a good self teacher. Like, I love to read, and I read a lot, and I can study on my own. So I got out a bunch of my herb books, and I've been trying to study those again. And I have been looking at some online courses, and a lot of them will give you certain information for free. Some of them will give you uh, downloads, PDF downloads that have a lot of information on them. And I've watched a few videos where they are talking, and there's tons of videos. You can watch videos of herbalists, herbalists talking, and I've been watching one he is a veterinarian and a neuropath doctor, and he is very intelligent and smart and does a lot. It's Dr. Patrick Jones, and anyway, so I've been watching a lot of his. Let's see. I wear nice slacks and matching top shirts. Totally normal for a preacher to be wearing nice jeans and a pull on top. 50 years ago, a preacher wore a suit. Period. Yep. Uh, Come to our farm, and if you identify it, it's yours. Got plenty. The same Amory, a pair of tennis shoes, snow boots, and Crocs for summer. I would love to take a course. Me too. I would love to take a course about herbs. Me too, but they're so expensive. Learning from books too. Yep. I raised teddy bear sunflowers for the petals, anti-inflammatory properties. Not happy with them at all. Back to my old faithful giant sunflowers. My issue is retaining it all. It all leaks out of my brain. Okay, Anne Marie, me too. That's what I have been talking about some of this with Patty, the tinkerer's wife. She is very learned on this stuff, and I've been talking to her about some of it, and she's been very helpful. And Heidi at Rain Country, I watch her. Um, but now with Patty, the tinkerer's wife, I'm able to actually Marco with her and ask her questions and talk to her, and she's very learning on it. And I told her, I said, my problem is retaining it. I can listen to it, I can read it, but retaining some of it. But repetition, and she said this too, I think repetition, just to keep on learning it, and eventually a lot of it sinks into where it doesn't leak out. You know what I mean? So I was just going to show some of my favorites. That's why I like books, so I can keep looking it up. Yes. And yes, the online courses are ridiculous. I've been looking at them, and like this Dr. Patrick Jones, which he has lots of videos on his stuff, so he really tells the same things in his videos, probably. I'm sure when he teaches it, he's teaching it. And the videos, he's just talking. But his class is $1,500. His online course is $1,500. I can't do that. The cheapest one I found, and I'm not sure how good it is. It's kind of basic. It's called, and I'm gonna mess her name up. Her name's Heidi also. Heidi, I can't remember, but her course is called Ditch the Pharmacy or something. Ditch the Pharmacy. And it's almost $400. It's like right at $400. And that's the cheapest one I found. And it's just an 11-hour thing. You watch. It's all online, so you watch it. So I'm just watching the people, right? They have videos. They have YouTube videos at the same time. So I'm just watching some of the videos. And yes, $1,500. But now that's a big course. His is a big course, a whole, I don't even remember how many, how long. Both are way out of my budget. Me too. So here's one of my favorite books, and I've shown this book before, and I did buy this book for all 5 of my daughters. I bought this book for them several years ago for Christmas, and I've shown it before. It's James Duke, The Green Pharmacy. That's one of my favorites, as you can see. See all my Post-it notes? I've made notes and Post-it notes and highlighted stuff all through here of what pertain, what I've had, what me or my family has had a problem, and I look it up. I stick a Post-it note there and highlight the important stuff. And that's really helped me. And he's got lots, and his is not just herbs. A lot of his is spices and foods, spices and foods and stuff too. So his is really good. Excuse me, I'm getting a dry throat again. Books and videos are extremely helpful. I only use so much meditation anyway. $1,500 isn't an option. Yep, that's just crazy. And they all offer, now they offer, if you take one of these big courses like that, you will get a certificate that you're a certified herbalist, but it doesn't really mean anything, really. I mean, it'd be nice to have just to say, oh, I'm a certified herbalist. But so what? I know a whole lot about herbs and healing, and I have tinctures, and I'll get into that in a minute too. Anyway, that's my favorite, absolute favorite, The Green Pharmacy. You can get that on Amazon. And I gave away, one time me and Lee done a giveaway on our channel. I think it was, I don't remember. We hit something. We hit some big milestone and done a giveaway, and I gave away a couple of those. Hey, Mimsy. So, okay. Another one. So I'm going to show this one. This one was expensive. This was an expensive book, but I mean, it's got everything. This book has absolutely everything you will ever need to know about natural healing. But it's expensive. I can't remember how much it was. I got it with a kit. I ordered a I don't want to call it a kit. I guess you call it a kit. Anyway, some herbs, like his herbs, Dr. John Christopher. And I got this from the Patriot Nurse. The Patriot Nurse has the Dr. Christopher stuff. She's always talking about his stuff. And she had a special on her webpage where if you ordered a set of his herbs, tinctures, it had tinctures and a couple of salves, and it's a whole set package deal. And I got this with that. But the whole set, and I mean, it had a bunch of tinctures that he talks about in here and salves. The whole set plus the book was $200. The book by itself is like $80. Now, that's new. You can find used ones cheaper. But this book's got everything you can think of. It's a pretty thick book. I've already been marking stuff in it. And it's a big old book. It's heavy. But it's got everything and everything. Everything. Anyway, that's probably my second favorite, but it is expensive. So, see ya. I guess Higgs was leaving. No. Oh, wait a minute. I missed something. Medication, yes. Meditation, not. I need to get back to work. I will catch the rest on replay. Have a great day. You too, Anne Marie. Let's see. Heidi from Rain Country said she didn't take a course. She just studied herself. Yep. I want a book. Yep. How you and the Panther doing? You must be talking to Mimsy. Did Teresa tell you Google jacked my Mimsy's Garden email, so I can't retrieve those anymore? No, I think I forgot to tell him that. I don't know if I told him that or not. Yes, I did tell him that. I did tell him that. Did tell him that. Poor boy's doing good. He says I work him too hard. Hey, Patty. There's Patty, the tinkerer's wife. I was just talking about you a minute ago. So we won't tell you what I said. Anyway, so I'm going to move on with some of these, some of my favorite herb books. So this is a good one. I had watched somebody do a online class, and she recommended this book, and it's she recommended this author, Michael Castleman. I watched this online class. This was several years ago, a couple years ago. I watched an online class that was, gosh, it was like a 20-hour class online. And it was free. That was free. And I wished I could remember to tell y'all where that's at, because it probably is still on there. I can't remember. I told it at the time. At the time when I watched it, I told. Anyway, she recommended this author, Michael Castleman, The Healing Herbs, and that's a pretty good book. And then a friend gave me this book. Sorry, folks, got to lick fingers now. Going to eat lunch. Hello, Nia. Nia, I hope I'm saying that right, Nia. This is a really good, what am I trying to say? It's Mosby's book, Mosby's Handbook of Herbs and Natural Supplements. It's very, I don't know what I want to call it, studious, very studious stuff. No pictures, just studious, if that's a word. Like it has the pharmaceutical even. Like it tells you which, what plant, what action, what pharmaceutical they give for the same thing, all of that. It's more of a medical book almost, kind of almost a medical book. I haven't used it a whole lot. I love the book. My friend gave it to me. A friend gave it to me, and I've looked at it a lot, but a lot of it is, I don't know, like I said, it gives all the references. So the references is long lists of references. The origin of a plant, like here's burdock, and it gives the scientific names, other common names, origin, uses, product availability and doses, plant parts used, doses and routes. It gives doses. That's a good thing. I guess I knew that. I don't know that I paid attention to that. And then precautionary side effects and stuff, and drug interactions. I mean, this is everything medically, medical. Yeah, medical book. Anyway, I probably should read that a whole lot more. I probably should read that a whole lot more, maybe. Anyway, let me go back up here. Good to see you, Mr. Holland. Give your sweetheart a hug for us. Mosby does write medical and nursing books, had them in nursing school. Got to jump off. Mom needs assistance. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Mimsy. So a couple more here real quick. Rosemary Gladstar, I have several of her books. Rosemary Gladstar, now she is a good herbalist that that well-known. She is a well-known herbalist, Rosemary Gladstar. I've got like 3 or 4 of her books, but they are to me a little more frilly than any of my other books. There's like color pictures and descriptions, recipes, lots of recipes in here. So it's a good book. It just isn't the studying that I need. It's more of recipes and ideas, but it's not studious. I like that word, studious. I don't know if it's a word, but I like it. Anyway, so, and then I have these. These are, she's a well-known, but she's a well-known. I'm not going to say anything else about her. Nicole Pillion. She is a PhD doctor. The Lost Ways is not her, is it? I thought that was the Lost Herbs. I've got the Lost Herbs book. This is the Lost Ways. I have the Lost Herbs by her and the Holistic Guide to Wellness. Now, in this one, she gives what they call protocols. So, like, she gives you an ailment, and then she tells you all about it and all about different herbs and things you can take for it in like what they call a protocol, which is where you get the whole what you're supposed to do the whole time type thing. So, and there's only so many in here, so many ailments in here. But what ailments are in here, she gives you the diet you should be on for that ailment, the natural remedies for that ailment, supplements for that ailment, exercise for that ailment, everything, So, but then there's so many illnesses in there. So that's it. That's all I got. I have other books. I just didn't get that many out that are, a lot of them are more like Rosemary Gladstar's. They have a lot of beautiful pictures, but not very informative. And I'm not saying Rosemary Gladstar's not informative. She works with Rose Mountain Herbs, where you can order both herbs, and they have classes on there. Their classes are higher than Dr. Patrick Jones's class. Start about the same, expensive classes. So Rosemary Gladstar, it's great, but the books I have from her are not very studious. Somebody tell me if that's a word. I don't care. I like that word. So like hers has beautiful pictures and, basic information on different herbs and recipes. Also have the one from Amy Fuel, and it's good, but it's like that. It's recipes and things like that. Anyway, so that's all of that. And I'm running out of time. How do you like those books? If you're talking about hers are good. I wish I'd have brought the other one over here. Is the Lost herbs. I think that's what it's called, The Lost Herbs. And so it's good. It's good. I mean, it's a good book. It's not as in depth as I wanted. That's a good way to put it. Hers are not as in depth as I wanted. This one is, but it's only got so many um, protocols for common ailments. There's only so many ailments in here. The other one, The Lost Herbs or whatever it's called, is not as in depth as I wanted. All right, leaving it at that. Studious refers to whether like a student. Studious refers to whether like a student studies as studious student will study. Are you trying to give me a tongue twister? So that's not the appropriate use of it. I would say more technical, something like that for the information in a book. Okay, studious refers to whether, like a student studies as studious students will study. Okay, tongue twister. Amy and Rosemary is more of general things. Okay. So I used it wrong. I used studious wrong, y'all. Forgive me, and we'll move on. So anything else? What else have I got on here? So tinctures, I was talking about tinctures. I have a lot of tinctures, and I really like doing the tinctures better because I feel like I dry herbs for tea, and I like drying my herbs for tea, but you need to use them up a whole lot quicker, you know? So I have a whole lot of herbs back there in my cabinet in jars that are probably a couple of years old that are probably not very potent anymore, you know? So the strength has lessened, and in 2 years, by 2 years, you know, they might not be really doing much. So with tinctures, they last a long, long time and have hold their strength good. So I'm trying to do way more tinctures than anything. And I still do salves. I like certain salves, but I also just learned that instead of salves, if you don't want it to be a salve, you can make a tincture and then use it topically instead of a salve. Like if you want something, for instance, if you were going to use a salve on something, you can take your tincture and instead of making a salve, you can rub your tincture on for the same. And that sounds obvious, but I don't do that. A lot of things I'm going to rub on my skin, I make salve with. But you don't have to do that. You can put the tincture on there and rub it in just the same way for the same effect. And this Dr. Patrick Jones was talking about he puts a lot of them in a spray bottle and just sprays it on the skin and rubs it in, and you get the same effect as a salve, but you have that tincture that lasts a lot longer. So that's what I'm trying to start doing more of. To get more information, oh, wait a minute. Let me back up. Stupid voice to text screwed up. A student can be studious. Information is not studious. Okay, that makes more sense. To get more information, you are going to have to pay money. It costs money to take the more in-depth classes. I'm just going to say it right there. You get what you pay for. Yep, but if you don't have the money, you have to do what you got to do. Use more of the older ones, and some herbs like spilanthes will last a long, long time. Love rubbing on tinctures. Well, I haven't really done that a lot. I take tinctures, you know. I haven't done that a lot. Like anything that I use topically, I usually try to make a salve out of. I just have the coconut oil is an excellent carrier for some topical use herbs. And I have done that. I do that, but if I can make a tincture and it lasts a long, long time, why not just put that on there? You know, I think. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to do more of. I do have a lot of salves made up, and I have a lot of dried herbs for teas, and I love having the teas. I rub on tinctures a lot. Yep, that's good. Um, so let's see. I'm looking to see if I've got anything else on my list that I haven't talked about. Don't forget if you're a member, please send me your address. So, also, one more thing. I'm planning on going on a mission trip. I have not really, I don't guess I've ever been on a mission trip. I'm trying to think. I've done a lot of church things over the years. I've been to a couple of camps and things like that. Uh, the spray tincture sounds like a good idea. Yeah, he's a really good, listen, yeah, if y'all want to listen to somebody that's got a lot of herbal wisdom and knowledge and medicinal wisdom and knowledge, and he's a good one, is Dr. Patrick Jones. I've listened to him before a few times here and there, but this time I'm listening more like he's a teacher, you know? I'm listening more like he's a teacher, and I'm taking notes and really thinking about everything he's saying, even when he always gives the scientific name of stuff. So I'm kind of really listening to that and getting that in, you know. Anyway, mission trip. So there's a place in eastern Kentucky called Solomon's Porch. It is at Lynch, Kentucky, and they have a shelter there for women and children of domestic abuse and whatever. Probably, I guess, probably sexual abuse and all that. Anyway, it's a shelter for women and children. Solomon's Porch, and my daughter's church, my oldest daughter, we go to different churches. My oldest daughter's church is going. They do in I think in the spring they do or no, I guess it's during the summer. Anyway, they do a vacation Bible school, and several churches around our area go up there or go out there and help with vacation Bible school. So this one is a fall festival, and my daughter, her church is going. Well, they had to rent a whole floor. They have like churches go together, like say there'll be 20, 25 people from one church go. Or if you don't have that many people going, 2 or 3 churches can get together, and you rent a whole floor there to stay for the whole weekend and help with vacation Bible school or whatever they're doing. So my daughter's church rented a whole floor, and there's only 10 people going, which left 10 spots. I think it takes 20 spots. Anyway, they rented the whole floor, and there's only 10 people from her church going. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to talk to my church tomorrow night and see if anybody else wants to go. And it's in October, and it's right around my birthday. So I think that'll be a good birthday trip and a good reason why Lee would let me leave him here to deal with all the animals. I'm going to say it's my birthday. Let me take a birthday trip, because he don't like to be left here to take care of all the animals very long at a time. Let's see. Mullein and lion's mane are my only 2 tinctures I'm using. So anyway, so it'll be fun, and they're doing, like I said, this is for a fall festival for the kids. And anyway, I have paperwork. That's what I was looking at. It's $20 per person per night. So we had to pay, pay our way. And have to take your own food. They set up a kitchen and feed them all, but for the workers, you have to take your own food and take care of that. Anyway, I thought that was very interesting and sounds like not fun. I'm not looking at the word fun like it's going to be fun, but it's going to be great, enjoyable, or interesting. I don't know. Anyway, I look forward to it. Let me just put it that way. I look forward to doing a mission trip. And I've done it. My mom used to do them all the time. My mom used to go on mission trips all the time. She went to Africa and Oklahoma at the Indian reservation, and I can't even probably name them all. Several Indian reservations around America she went to, and Africa and Trinidad. There's 2 different places in Africa. I can't remember them all. Anyway, she went a lot. And I don't think I ever went. I don't remember ever going. I remember going to camps. I went to several different church camps. So let's see. Alfonso, Teresa, hope you're having a blessed day. Just got home from work. I had to go to a meeting at work, which is normally my day off. Hey, Joe. Inside and caught me live. Yep. And I'm fixing to get off here. How about that? Sorry, Joe. I'm fixing to get off here now. So we've been talking about my herbal books and studying those, and maybe taking an online. I would love to take an online course, but they're so expensive. I just can't come up with that kind of money for something like that. But I've been kind of doing my own thing, watching a lot of videos that are teaching at the same time, and my books. Day late, dollar short. And so we talked about herbs and talked about having a closet full of clothes but never wearing any of them because you wear the same thing all the time. That's what I've been doing. So I've got to break that habit again. I showed the kittens. You missed the kittens. So I had to go back and watch that. And that's about it. That's about it. So that's all I can think of. And it's about time for me to get off here. I've got to run to the bank and the store and then get back and work. So thank y'all for being on here. I appreciate you. And thank you. Thank you for watching the replay. We did talk about a lot of different things. And hopefully we'll be live Friday night. I don't know of any reason why we won't. So I'm hoping to be. And I've got a couple of videos going, but not finished up and ready to upload, but I will. And that's all I can think of. So, like I said, thanks for being on here and helping me, giving me advice, and teaching me. And I appreciate y'all. So I'm going to get off here. I enjoyed the chat. Have a great day, everyone. All right, I'm going to end this. See y'all next time, hopefully Friday night.